Who's your agent?
Buddy Baker.
I would imagine for you being an Indianapolis kid, this is a dream. Can you just kind of talk about what it's like to be here for you?
It's great. It's actually a dream come true. I remember watching this event countless times. I watched the Fast Guys, so Saturdays and Mondays. I remember trying to sneak in a couple 40s of the DBs going to school on Monday as a little kid. So it's a dream come true. I've had a lot of great memories, high school, college, and Lucas Oil Stadium. So hopefully I could make another memory tomorrow.
Were you a Colts fan growing up?
I was. I had season tickets with my dad.
Favorite memory in the RCA Dome or Lucas Oil?
When the Colts beat the Patriots to go to the Super Bowl. That was my favorite memory in the RCA Dome, just overall. Grew up looking up to Marvin Harrison. So.
When you think of Lucas Oil Stadium in your senior year and winning that state championship, 3 touchdowns, what comes rushing to your mind knowing you're going to be back there tomorrow?
It's just a comfortability feeling. When I talk to scouts and they hear that's where I'm from, I say Indianapolis, they're like, oh, it must be an advantage. It's not necessarily an advantage, but I'm very comfortable there. I know it inside and out. I could tell you where me and my dad sat in the stadium. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Very comfortable here, and hopefully I could put on a good show.
A lot of friends and family going to be around watching you?
Oh, yeah. A lot of them are trying to get tickets to get in there. They've been doing a good job to kind of just let me focus, but obviously, being a hometown kid, they would love to see me in a Colts uniform.
Terry, how does playing on special teams and specifically at gunner help you at wide receiver?
It allows me to be press coverage. You see that every single snap. It's different in the NFL because you see more doubles, so I was getting used to getting introduced to the Senior Bowl, coming out of a balanced stance. But one thing that the scouts said, how they could tell I beat press coverage really well is off of gunner. They watched my gunner film, and they noticed that I never got held up. So that was a pretty good indication of how I could be press man.
What are the things that you feel like you can prove here this weekend?
I feel like I can prove I have elite speed. I think I'm going to test really well tomorrow. I've interviewed great. A lot of the coaches that I've talked to have said I've been one of their best interviewers. So just that confidence and that comfortability on that aspect. I was very prepared by Ohio State. And just show that I'm the complete package. I'm a great wide receiver. I'm a great special teams. I'm a leader and somebody that you want in your organization.
How much did it help your preparation that you had the opportunity to go to the Senior Bowl and to kind of get to talk to NFL scouts there?
It was an added advantage, I feel like, because I was a familiar face when they came here. So it's like they kind of got to do more homework on me after they saw my showing at the Senior Bowl, which I felt like I had a great week. So a lot of the scouts remember me from that. And, this week it was kind of like follow-ups and it's kind of almost shortened my process a little bit because some teams I haven't necessarily had to meet with twice.
What's the key to being a good gunner? What's the key to being a good gunner?
Speed and the toughness. You got to be willing to get off press. You got to be able to have to be one to go down there and make tackles as well. Coach Meyer really expected us to stop the vertical return and allow no return yards. So,
were there any concepts last year on offense when Coach Day took over the offense that you guys installed and maybe that you personally got to run more of when you were there?
Coach Day definitely brought the mesh series to our offense. That was different from years past. There's so many different variations, so many different ways we ran that concept. I feel like that was a staple in our offense this year. You saw it in the Team Up North game, especially press man teams like that. That concept worked well for us.
Did you run some of the, I think watching on tape, you ran some whip routes where it looked like you'd go across?
Yes, so Coach Day did a great job of giving us compliments. A lot of teams saw crossers with Paris or KJ, and then one of the compliments we had was a pivot route off of that. So it's just like a drag release, and then you're running a pivot, so it keeps defenses on their toes.
Did you have a favorite type of route on the tree to run?
I'd say the post route against cover 4. Love that.
What is it about the post against quarters that really appeals to you?
Well, the way we had our concept, one of our concepts, we'd have an over route or something to occupy that safety. So that means I'm one-on-one with that corner 9 times out of 10 on a cover 4. So that's what you want as a receiver.
Was there a game that you remember, if I were to try to look for one of those plays, like one play that you remember, at least an opponent, where that worked?
Minnesota, the ball that I jumped over the guy and caught, so that was one of those concepts that was one of my favorite.
Your view of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers yet?
I have a formal interview with them tonight, actually.
Well, Colts are in the market for a wide receiver. Have you spoken to them? And I know you touched on it a little bit before, but what it would mean to you to potentially maybe land back at home?
Any organization would be great. Obviously, I grew up being a Colts fan, so that would be awesome as well. I'm very familiar with their organization. I've met with them multiple times at the Senior Bowl. I met with them a couple times here. And they're probably going to invite me to their local day as well. So I've become really familiar with their staff and just looking for the opportunity wherever I could go. But being from here, that would be special as well.
I know Jack Doyle's a little bit older than you, but as a fellow Cathedral guy, do you guys keep in touch or talk at all?
I haven't really got a chance to talk to him. We have the same agent, so I'm familiar. I mean, I know the type of person he is, how he's built, how the way he works. So I'm confident that I'll probably run into him at some point, being with Buddy Baker. So,
what has life been like for you since leaving Ohio State, training and leading up to this day? What's it been like for you?
Oh, it's been sweet, actually. I talked to some of the Ohio State receivers, and they're grinding their butts off to get ready for this season, and I kind of miss being around that part of the game. But you're grinding for a different reason now. You're grinding for your dream, something you've always wanted since you were really little. And I literally wake up, I go lift, work out 2 times a day, play video games. That's about it. So I graduated early as well, so I have my degree on the way out. So it's pretty sweet.
You're in Miami?